Quickly approaching the peak of hurricane season, and we do have some storms we're seeing in the Atlantic. And when you think of a hurricane or tropical storm, you probably are thinking mostly wind, but it's really rising water that can be the most deadly and the most costly. Consumer investigative reporter Bill McGinty joining us now. So Bill, you spoke to a storm expert who advises big cities all along the East Coast, and he's got some tips so folks aren't asking, where's the money?
Yeah, Vanessa, you hit the nail right on the head there. People often think the wind is the worst, but the rising water from a flash flood can be much worse, much more deadly.
Let's start with one fact. Rising water, just 1 inch of it, can cause $25,000 worth of damages. That's just an inch, and you don't need a hurricane to cause that kind of damage. Even just this past weekend, many parts of the Charlotte area saw tremendously heavy and fast rain, which caused flash flooding.
There are good alert systems in Charlotte and Mecklenburg County and in North Carolina that I think citizens need to plug into, receive those notifications so that they're aware of events as they unfold.
Jeffrey Roth is a government planning expert and advises cities on potential trouble spots in regards to storm coverage and planning. He was on the front lines of Superstorm Sandy back in 2012. Roth, also known as Lieutenant Colonel Roth of the National Guard, has experience in disaster planning worldwide.
Flooding can occur any place rain falls. So even if you don't live in a flood zone or your property is not in a flood zone, you can experience the damages of flooding, and you need flood insurance in place. And often people wait to the last minute, and it can take up to 30 days for insurance to be put in place to protect you and your property.
In Mecklenburg County alone, there are approximately 2,900 homes and businesses located in a floodplain. The county says many of them are impacted during large rain events. Mecklenburg County has this interactive map so you can see your property and its risk for flood. A good resource to check as we creep ever so closer into the peak of storm season.
Flood insurance is a national program, but you can buy the policy through carriers. You just have to ask about it. In North Carolina, the average cost of a yearly flood policy, about $814, just $68 a month. South Carolina, a little bit cheaper, $671 a year. So, a flood is defined by rising water. It's not considered a burst pipe in your kitchen, but it's water that's considered coming in from the outside, like in a rain event. Guys?